Hey, all right, let's talk about this whole parenting tweens and teens. We are firmly in the stage of my child being like very busy socially. And like even when he's here, he's busy. He's here, but he's playing video games and he's on calls or headphones with his friends while he's playing. So my husband and I feel like we don't get to interact with him very much. It's summer. There's nowhere to go but hang out, right? There's no camps. He's not at the age of camp anymore. So, and I found myself having this conversation with two other parents today, some clients, where it's like, what do we do? Like, we want to spend time with our kids, but it's very age appropriate for them to just mostly want to hang out with their friends and want to spend their time on their games or out doing stuff. So when my kid's not here playing games, he's out like socializing and hanging out, and he can just walk to his friend's house. We're at that stage. And so we miss our kids, but it's normal for them to not want to hang out with us. It's normal for them to want to hang out with their friends. But then here's the kicker. When we do see them between work and like just life, we don't have a whole lot of time. So then we're left trying to fit in like quality time and also parenting and also like household management. So I find myself having to like squeeze a lot of things into a little bit of time, like, hey, you didn't X, Y, and Z, or hey, make sure you X, Y, and Z, or hey, I miss you. Can I spend time with you? Like trying to do all these things. But the kind of sucky thing is there is a lot of me trying to get those messages across to him, like, hey, do this, make sure you do this. Hey, you didn't do this. Are you drinking water? Like it's the little stuff, but it's also the bigger stuff. Like you didn't do what you were supposed to do. So trying to navigate not making all our interactions, because there are fewer on busy work days where I'm working and he's playing, there are fewer interactions. And so I'm trying to make sure that they're not corrective all the time or, instructional or naggy mom, right? So I have to be really intentional with how I bring up something that I need him to do or what I'm trying to tell him. And then also trying to be intentional with like finding moments of connection and quality time. So we're not just interacting in passing where I'm telling him to do something or correcting him on something he didn't do. So that's on me, but it's also a lesson for him. Like, hey, you need time where you turn this off. I'm not going to be, seeing a client from this time to this time, or when I'm home, we need to dedicate time where we spend time. And that's hard because he just wants to hang out with his friends. But then when I pry him away, and we as a family or one-on-one parents do something with him, he's this completely engaged child. It's so much fun. But if we leave him up to his own planning, he's never going to interact. He's too busy having fun with his friends. So we have to navigate that as parents. How do we balance letting him have his time while also making sure he disconnects, maybe does something educational, maybe spends some time with us, doing something different? So it's something that we're having to navigate kind of for the first time in our parenting journey, just because he's 11 and we're at that age. So wanted to just take a minute and talk about that because I do feel it. I feel like I miss him. And even though I see him a lot of the time, and I feel like I don't like hearing myself having to tell him to do these things when there isn't like enough of a balance of positive interaction. So we're working on that. It's like once we became aware of it, it has immediately kind of improved, but intentional parenting, right? All right. So I hope that if you're in a similar stage, I hope that kind of helped you decide to be intentional with your interactions. We're not perfect. I feel like a lot of the times the kids playing way too many video games. But what are we going to do? It's just part of balancing everything. So good luck to you wherever you are in your journey.